IVM.
Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of the Positively Unlimited podcast. And I have a very high energy mindset to talk about in today's A to Z of positive action. We're slowly inching towards the end of the second series of A to Z. Today's letter is V, and I'm talking about victor spirit over victim energy. But before I get you to snap out of being a victim and transform your reality into one big victory, let me request you to send me topics that you would like me to talk about or problems you may be dealing with and the mindsets you need to get you through. You can send me these ideas on Instagram. My handle is positivityangel, or you can also email me at chetna@circleofpositivity.com. So how many of y'all who are listening in right now battle the poor me syndrome? You know that part where you sit and you just keep saying, oh, so sad, poor me, why does this always happen to me? Or then it's the nothing ever works for me in life phenomenon. It's like anything you touch turns to ashes, according to you. I have touched this topic in 2 previous episodes of this second series of A to Z. I think it was D for determined versus desperate, and R for resourceful versus resentful. If you haven't listened to those, I'd say you want to tune into at least those 2 episodes at some point this week, especially as you work on shifting your energy and your mindset. Coming to what I want to talk about first, which is victim energy. So what does this victim version look, sound, and feel like? Self-pity, helplessness, lethargy. Those usually define the ruling emotional state. Yes, lethargy is a very big one. And it'll often disguise itself as procrastination, and you will probably label yourself as lazy. If you are experiencing this, then listen to procrastination versus productivity. That was the episode that I put out a few weeks ago. That will help you break through that specific energy. In victim energy, you tend to be someone who is constantly seeking some form of attention. Without wanting, you'll say things that'll make people say or want to say, I'm so sorry for you. Poor thing, it'll all get better. Just have faith, etc., etc. Well, basically words of sympathy. Some people in this state can also behave in a contradictory manner thanks to Mr. Ego. So they'll say things to elicit sympathetic responses, but they'll immediately counter it with aggressive words or a tone that says, I don't need your sympathy. Do either of these versions sound familiar to you? Are you behaving in this manner? Remember, awareness is always step 1. So what does victim energy sound like? Well, like I said earlier, you'll use a lot of words that say poor me, or how nothing works for you, or life just happens and you seem to have no say in it, or that nothing good ever happens for you. Do you sound like this? Observe yourself this week, or maybe just for today. Try to think and see what are your loudest words. You could even be speaking like this in only one aspect of your life. Say work or relationship or family. Think about the words you use to describe this part of your life and you'll be able to identify whether or not victim mode has been switched on. Standing in victor energy, on the other hand, does not mean that you deny or ignore your pain. It means you acknowledge whatever you are going through, but you don't get stuck there. You don't spiral down in any negative energy. Victor spirit is about doing whatever you can with whatever you have access to. Victor spirit stems from a powerful faith zone. So faith, that's the secret ingredient. This spirit is intelligent. Like street smart kind of intelligence. It will allow you to bide your time and use your energy correctly. When you start working from this part of your spirit, you talk solutions and options. You let yourself rest without a shadow of guilt, and when things don't go your way, you find the strength to hold on. Let me also say this, both victim and victor reside within us, and it's a conscious choice that we need to make. Victor spirit will always say, I know it's going to happen, it's already happening, or there's a way, I'm sure, I can feel it. I can't see it right now, but the opportunity will come, I just know it. This spirit is brave and powerful and will create a new reality in your head first, but that vision you see will be so lifelike that you'll buy into it and then slowly begin to manifest those changes. But like I said, it's a conscious choice. So give this a slight thought this week. Who are you choosing to be? A victim or a victor? One of the first things to do to snap out of victim zone is to stop talking about how bad things are. Completely ban such phrases and words. Next, you must get into action energy, and hence, whatever you want to or need to do must be done immediately. By this I mean even tiny tasks. For instance, you are thirsty and you're being lazy to go get yourself some water. Well, get up. Get up and go drink water immediately. If your life is really looking bleak and you cannot fathom how you are going to get out of the mess or through this difficult time, then pray. If that's all that you can do right now, for a few days, pray every day and let the energy of faith fuel you. Now here's another thing to be wary of. Victim energy is all talk, no action. Big dreams, but no real plans, and hence setting yourself up to never experiencing any kind of victory or success. Victor spirit, on the other hand, is all about consistency, working hard, and making things happen through persistence. It has a deep sense of what is possible, and even when it is faced with something that seems not possible, Victor spirit knows how to find a way around it. Here's a challenge I'm putting in front of you today. For 1 week, yes, one full set of 7 days, only focus on experiencing victory. Stop. Completely stop mentioning or expressing how bad things are, how everything looks so bleak, how the world around us is oh so sad. Only and only talk about constructive things and constructive solutions. And if you can't say anything constructive, learn to sit in silence and pray. Tap into faith. That's all. That's all that you need to do for 1 week. If you succeed at changing the way you speak, changing what you are choosing to talk about, you will begin to shift this energy that is within you, that is pulling you down into this victim zone. So are you ready to take on this challenge? 1 week of only saying good things about you, your life, and the world around. Also, if you succeed, or rather, when you succeed, do let me know. I am on Instagram. My handle is Positivity Angel. So look me up and leave me a comment to tell me that you took on this challenge and you succeeded at becoming a victor. And you succeeded in snapping out of that victim energy. Also, as I mentioned earlier, all episodes are on the IVM website and app. So tune in. And I hope that you have a week of magical shifts and awesome memories. Remember, I'll be waiting for your messages.
The most engaging and the most useful conversations you may have in your life are likely to be with your most challenging customers. Hi, I'm Ambi Parmeshwaran, and on this podcast, I will take you through my book, Sponge Leadership Lessons I Learned from My Clients. Packed with real stories about real people, but most of all, packed with the innumerable lessons I soaked up from some of the most iconic business leaders like Ratan Tata, Azim Premji, S. Ramadorai, Karsanbhai Patel, M. Damodaran, Dr. Kurian, and many more. Don't forget to tune in to the Sponge podcast. Keep sponging to keep learning.
Hello everybody, we have a brand new daily podcast we're working on with Bloomberg Quint. All you need to know provides the top news on business, markets, and the economy so that you can stay ahead of the curve. Tune in every morning on BloombergQuint.com, the IVM podcast app, or wherever you get your podcasts from.